Well, I ain't gonna even hold you, man. Fresh off work, 12-hour shift. I'm only on day number 3, and your boy tired. Tired than a runaway slave, you heard me? I'm about to do 10 days straight, 12-hour shifts. The only way I can pull this off is I gotta get the proper amount of sleep, the proper amount of rest. When I get to the crib, mind you, I got a whole hour to get to the crib. Last night was good though. I only got 4 hours of sleep yesterday. To me, I feel like 4 hours for me is 8 hours. Even though I know it ain't really. 4 hours is 4 hours. 8 hours is 8 hours, but I got 4 hours of sleep yesterday and I feel great. I had a good night. I wasn't tired. I was energetic all night. I ate good. I bought me a salad, salad with the chicken breast that I told y'all I made. If you seen my last video, I was good. But now that I'm off, I'm tired. It hit different now, especially on this ride home. So I'm gonna stop at a gas station if necessary. I ain't have to do that in years. But I remember I used to so tired when I get off in the morning that I used to have to pull over at the gas station, like get out and get me a coffee, even though the coffee don't even help. But I used to have to get out and get that coffee, walk around, go use the bathroom, and then that little stop boosts me up for like another 20-25 minutes. Then I'll start getting tired again. I don't feel that tired right now, thank God. I don't feel that tired. And the fact that I'm talking to y'all is helping as well. But I ain't even 15 minutes in my drive yet. I am feeling tired, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to turn that 4 from yesterday. If I can't double it, I need at least 6 today. So I'm gonna go home, take my shower, jump right in the bed. Like I'm gonna put the dogs up, get them straight real quick, and I'm gonna jump right in the bed. Put on my I've been watching this show since Monday. It's Wednesday morning. I've been watching this joint on Netflix called Bad Boy. I'm on episode 3. I started episode 3 again yesterday. Fell asleep on that joint. I'm gonna put it back on today. Back on episode 3. I'm hoping that I do the same thing and fall asleep. But this time I want to sleep for 6 hours and not 4. That's the thing. Sleep is very important, man. I'm telling you, especially when you out here driving. Now, I know a lot of people will say that, it's dangerous when you record and then driving. But I'm going to tell you something, right? You're right. It's dangerous recording and driving. But it ain't more dangerous than being sleepy and nodding off while you're driving. And whatever you can do to keep yourself awake, then I recommend that you do it. Because I'm going to tell you, man, any truck driver will tell you this. My brother was a truck driver. He is a truck driver. And he'll tell you this. Nothing works, really, when you sleep. The only cure for sleep is rest. I'm thankful that on my way home right now, like, it's a straight shot. I make a right out of my job parking lot and I drive straight for 1 hour. So I don't gotta do a whole lot, and I'm on back roads, which makes it real easy for me to make this video and drive. It's only 2 lanes, and the 2 lanes about to switch into 1 lane. But I'm gonna tell you something, I done tried it all. It's been times where I would call somebody on the phone and talk to them. That helps. But sometimes if they're not energetic enough, if they're not live enough, I'll fall right to sleep while I'm talking to them, while I'm driving. I'll do one of them, catch myself. It's been times where I would roll the window down, let the air come in. That don't help after a while. You get used to that. It's been times where I'll turn the radio on, blast the music, sing the words to the song. After a couple songs, you don't want to hear no more music because your mind knows that you're only doing that so you can stay awake. But your brain really wants to go to sleep. And because it knows that you only singing these songs to try to stay awake, that won't work. I'm gonna tell you, like I just did, the only remedy is, bruh, you got to go to sleep. So I recommend, if you're in a position where you dead tired, don't even try none of those things that I mentioned, because it's a big possibility that they won't work for you. And I don't want to hear about you getting into a wreck, because it's dangerous out here. You could lose your life, or you could cause someone else to lose their life. You got to stay alert, even for the next driver, because you could do whatever you got to do to keep yourself on point, but you can't control them out there. Out of the cars that I see out there, I don't know who's coming to work or who's going home from work. I guarantee you, the person that's going home from work, they probably feeling a little tired, and they got to do what they got to do to drive safe. But me, I can't assure that. I can't be 100% positive that they're gonna drive safe, because I'm not in control. I'm not in control of their car. So I gotta make sure that I'm straight. And that's what you gotta do if you're feeling tired. The best thing to do in this situation is, before you leave your job, just get in the car and take a nap. Yeah, that little nap might turn to a few hours if you're tired enough, but it could save your life. It's worth it. It's worth getting home a few hours late. I'm gonna be honest with you. I know that's the advice I'm giving you, but I can't afford to be getting home a few hours late today. So over the years of me working a shift like this, I came up with a strategy. You know what I'm saying? And what I do is, I take little naps on the job, especially on my last break. Because that last break, the naps that I take in the middle of my shift or the beginning of my shift, those naps are good enough to take me through my shift. But that nap on my last break, my very last break, that's the nap that's gonna get me home. So that's what I do, and that's why I'm straight now. I am tired, my body's tired, but I'm not sleepy. I remember times where I was on the same road, super duper sleepy, nodding off and making bad choices. I done had near misses. Thank God that it wasn't the real thing with me crashing into somebody or swerving off into a ditch because I'm going to sleep. I'm not going to say I got this thing mastered, But I thought that I could talk about that on this ride home, being that I'm feeling so tired and I got my camera with me. I feel like this would be a good topic of discussion. Hopefully that if you're a person like me, perhaps maybe a truck driver or just any random person that's driving and be sleepy, and you'll get something from this video and you'll tighten up and take my advice. The radio up loud don't work. Well, it works, but only for a little while. None of these things is a guarantee. The radio is not a guarantee. Rolling all the windows down, letting the air blow all in is not a guarantee. It's just not. What was the other one? Talking to somebody on the phone. That's not a guarantee. I told you, their energy level have to be high. And y'all gotta be talking about something really good to keep your attention, to keep you entertained. Other than that, nothing's a guarantee. The only guarantee is sleep. You got to pull that car over, pimp, and you got to get some rest. I don't care if you got to sleep in the parking lot of a gas station for 20 or 30 minutes. You got to get it in. Or you might find yourself in a situation that I don't want to hear about. Not because I don't want to hear about it, but I don't even want it to happen. Not for you or me. See, I can't control none of these cars over here. I don't know what they're going through. And you can't either. So you gotta stay on point. There's no way. See, talking to y'all on this camera is different than talking to someone on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't bore myself. My energy is my energy. It might be hard for you to understand that, because that's probably not how you function. But how I function is, I'm so deep into what I'm doing right now that this is better than talking to a real person. So just take that advice. I ain't gonna even hold y'all too long, because like I said, I got a whole hour to get home. And I thought that this was a good topic of discussion that people need to understand and realize and practice. When you tell somebody, all right, I'll see you later, see you tomorrow, or see you tonight, be safe out there on the roads, they mean that. They mean that. That's a real thing. And I'm gonna tell y'all, like somebody told me, be safe out there on the roads. It's your guy Libs from CBN Vlogs. I love y'all, and I hope this message hits you at the right time and wakes you up from any bad habits. If you have any bad habits of driving while you're sleepy, this message is for you. I love y'all. Peace.